Good morning, Greg.
Where's
I'm
this
eating
Chinese
like
salad?
a very normal breakfast here.
Who holds a knife like this?
Huh?
Don't you know British etiquette? If you're using a knife, the fork has to be upside down, no matter what. No, flip it over. Spin it in your hand. You don't know much about etiquette, do you?
Upside down, you said.
Yeah, eat like that. You lived 2 years in Germany, in UK. You still don't know anything about British etiquette. Yes, like that. Now hold the knife properly. Very close, but no. It's a sunny day here in Beijing. We're off to the Forbidden City and we're gonna take the subway, which is a 40-minute adventure, same time as a taxi. So Taylor says we have to take the subway. Taylor says we go. Taylor says
Sun.
cars have their own lane, electric scooters have their own lane, humans have their own lane. You don't get this kind of luxury in Shenzhen. If you're walking, you're on the same line as the electric scooters, so they're constantly honking at you. Really didn't like that one. That's why, so far, Beijing's my favorite. You can walk as a pedestrian, you have rights to walk, you know? You're not always at a battlefield with electric scooters. Very nice. We have our own pedestrian sidewalk. Nobody's honking at us. Except Taylor, she honks sometimes. Our first time in the Chinese metro. Not as crazy as Japan, but bigger than Bangkok. It's 8 yuan, which is 36 Thai baht for 2 people. How many stops?
So that's around 8 stops
so
with 3 changes.
8 yuan for 8 stops, which is roughly 1 yuan per stop.
Making me very confused. It's gonna make me paranoid, thinking I'm going the wrong direction the entire time while I'm on the train.
Look at how many people there are. Damn, this line never ends, does it?
Yes, National Museum of China.
This one?
Yeah, they know what they're all waiting for.
It's the Department of Labor.
Look at the rooftop. There's cameras everywhere.
I'd swim in there.
Dude, yeah,
We're finally at the entrance. Lots of people here. So people like to dress in the Chinese traditional outfits and take pictures here. They hire photographers as well. And I've lost Taylor. Oh well, Taylor likes to walk off. I spy, do you see Taylor? Oh, there she is. Little one over there. Where'd you go?
I was taking a picture. I called you, but you didn't stop.
Let's go inside. They hire photographers. And then they stand around in the sun all day and take pictures. I honestly can't imagine myself putting myself and going through all that torture for pictures.
Right. To others, it's fun. It's not torture.
Yeah, I can't imagine. Some people find standing in the sun in a hot outfit in China fun. Everyone has their own interests, I guess.
Do you see any white people?
Very hot, lots of people. This is what tourism is like, guys. Follow the crowds, stand in hot places, enjoy the history.
You could imagine like being an empire, it's like a lot of people here, and you're up there, and you're like, hello world.
There's our emperor up there. We're here to see you. We were sent back because we don't have tickets. Typical rookie mistake. Now we're at the ticket office. Ticket office. Buying tickets. Wasted like 30 minutes. Please book on. You got in.
It's like deja vu.
Got the guide. There's koi fish here. Look at all these tourists. Well, actually, if we're speaking technically, I'm the tourist here. These are all locals.
Look, it's like limestone. Looks extraordinary though.
So cool. Love it.
Maybe let's take a photo
Of what?
of us.
We've been inside for about 10-15 minutes, and it's getting harder by the minute to stay sane in this asylum. So many people, it's so hot, and absolutely zero sources of dopamine. We're gonna fight through this though.
We're in the Imperial Garden.
So this is almost the last part of the Forbidden City, is the Imperial Garden. There's a lot of information about this, not gonna bore you with it, but basically a bunch of these trees are like hundreds of years old. Well preserved, I guess. Looks nice. Whew, we are tired. Oh, how's it so far, Taylor?
Overwhelming.
It's tough. It's tough being young in this generation.
I have flat feet.
Yeah. I'm
I have
just
a condition.
overly sweaty and hot. That right there is part of the Forbidden City, and it's the highest point in the Forbidden City. Fortunately, we can't go there. Unfortunately, we can't go there. Thank God. So I guess our Forbidden trip has come to an end. 10 out of 10. So my final verdict on the Forbidden City is it's super hot. It's super crowded. It's not very interesting in terms of like, you don't see much, you don't go inside. You stand outside all the buildings, all the interesting like temples and stuff, and you have to listen, and you're relying on the tour guide to tell you what's going on, right? The one we had, the mechanic one with the earpiece, it didn't work properly because of the wire. It was a bad wire, so it kept disconnecting. It was 100% automatic, so you don't get to choose where you are. So I felt like a lot of the times we were listening to something that we already passed or we didn't reach. So that was pretty difficult as well. So I do recommend getting a human guide, which you can get online for quite a good price. I think it was like 100 yen, which includes the guide and a ticket, so that's a really good price. But yeah, overall, like, this is my second time in this Forbidden City, and both times I'm left with the same impression that it was super boring, super difficult, like it's tiring, you walk a lot, and really, I mean, just watch a video online. It's, like, you don't get to go inside and look at like all these historical things. You're walking outside through the courtyards, which I don't know, man. Unless you're like a 80-year-old American that has never been abroad, I would just say look from the outside. You see most of it already. It's a very tiring experience, at least in my opinion. I mean, maybe some people like this kind of stuff. Who knows? Maybe give it a go. I wouldn't recommend it. I rate it like a 3 out of 10 in my opinion. What about you?
Yeah, I mean, the size of the buildings and the architecture is very nice, but the crowds and the crowd control is a bit
Poor.
yeah. It's like kind of similar to walking in the Royal Palace in Thailand, but
Royal Palace is much smaller,
you-
so
it's smaller. But I don't know. There is a big crowd. It's just that you don't feel as pushed around, I guess.
yeah. So what's your final rating?
For the architecture and size, a 4 out of 10.
So an average rating of 3.5 out of 10. Now, however, we're gonna go do something really exciting. We're gonna go have some authentic Peking duck in a expensive restaurant. So it's a very recommended thing to do in Beijing, to go and eat authentic Peking duck in an expensive restaurant because they know how to cook it, so you don't get disappointed with your first try. Some people try it and it's not so good and they get unlucky basically. If you go to a 5-star like a restaurant, not a 5-star restaurant, but a good restaurant, a reputable one, search around where's a good Peking duck so you don't get disappointed with your first impression. So that's what we're gonna do right now. We're gonna go find a restaurant with good Peking duck, have some delicious food, and then maybe go to a spa, something like that. We'll see what Taylor wants to do. Yeah.